Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. We are out here in the marvelous art gallery, baby. Deep divers of planet Earth, shout out to you. Why are you single? We got a whole lot to talk about. Let's just, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Now I get thousands of messages every single day. And recently I got one. This is for you, surfer girl, who said, Ralph Smart, please, please, please answer this. Why? I feel lonely. Why am I single? I'm beautiful. Yes, you are. She doesn't get it. She's getting worried right now. You're looking a bit shaky, baby. Getting scared right now. And a lot of people on the planet are scratching their heads wondering, why are they single? Well, alas, don't worry, baby. Ralph Smart has got you. This is sexology, water, fire, hot, cold, yin, yang. We're back. Daddy's home. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello there? Now, let me share with you what's helped me along my journey. You see, I realized when I was single, what I was doing wrong. When I was in a relationship, what I was doing right. You see, a lot of people say, Ralph Smart? Yes. Ladies say this, Ralph, what? I want to find my prince. Like, that's all I dream about. Guys say the same. I want to find my queen. But do you have time for that? You see, why are you single? We've got a whole lot to talk about. Love is not your top priority. Let me repeat that. Love is not your top priority. You see, you've got to make time for relationships. Many people don't even have time to brush their teeth. Let alone for the commitment of a relationship. You got to work 5 days a week, sometimes 6 days a week. You haven't got time. You have not got time. And I realized along my early journey, when I was like 18, along my early journey, I didn't have time either. Even though I was in a relationship, I didn't have time. Why are you single? Sometimes you are all about goals, and that's beautiful. But you have to be honest with yourself. You have to be real with yourself that I don't have time, and you have to admit it. I don't have time for a relationship right now because I'm too busy. I'm overwhelming myself with work, stress. I don't even have time for myself. Honey, when was the last time you meditated? You got to ask yourself that. When you were at school many years ago, on your list was it to say, hey, teacher, love is my number one priority? Or was it something else? You see, if you are all goals, goal orientated, that's beautiful. But realize that love requires a different work. You see, true love, the water relationship, is what I call the holy grail. It comes to those who put in the effort, who make the time for it. Many times, I always say this to ladies, you know, Ralph Smart, yes, I'm with this guy, we got together, but he doesn't have time for me. I told you, because he is still in the process of manifesting his dreams. Until he does it, he won't have time for you. Sometimes you can even be in a relationship and still feel single. We'll come to that later. So make time, make love your priority. And make sure you are in that process of manifesting your dreams. Because once you have manifested your heart's wildest desires and the other person has, then you create a beautiful water relationship. Up until that point, it's going to be very difficult because you're going to get together. Even if you get together, one person is going to be very busy, and so is the other person trying to manifest their dreams. It happens all the time. From the millions of people I inspire, thousands of consultations I've done as a psychologist, as a counselor, I know what I'm talking about. Now, A lot of people do enjoy being alone. Why are you single? Because you love your company. You love your own company. You love looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, oh, baby, I got myself all to myself. And it feels so good to be alive, baby. Slow motion this side. You love the freedom. You see, there is nothing wrong with being single. Let me repeat that. There is nothing wrong with being single. Many people who are single have chosen to be single because they don't want to be in a relationship just for the sake of, well, being in a relationship. They would rather be alone and happy than with someone and pretending. So you enjoy your independence, your freedom, you value this on a subconscious level, and that's okay. Like when I was single for a long time, I realized it was because I didn't want anybody telling me what time to come home. No. Right? So you enjoy your own company. You have to realize sometimes you've already chosen on a subconscious level if you want to be single or not. Many times it's because you enjoy being around yourself. You don't like sometimes too many different energies. And that's beautiful. It's okay. Like when you are single, you can use this time to work on yourself, growth, development, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. Right? So it's beautiful. And a lot of people choose to be single because it makes them happy. Now, I get it. Many times when we talk of becoming your greatest version, a lot of us, we haven't figured ourselves out. When I was a teenager in relationships, I didn't know who I was. Why was I in relationships? Why was I in relationships? Different relationships? I have no idea. I didn't know who I was. Why are you single? Because you are still trying to find yourself out. Figure yourself out. Know yourself. Who am I? These are the questions you've got to ask yourself. You're trying to figure yourself out. And that's okay. You see, I say being single is like being in a training room. You got to now work on yourself. You got to start figuring out what you want in life. What you have to offer the other person. You see, I get it. You're single. You're dreaming of a prince. You're dreaming of a princess, a king, and a queen. Well, that's a lot. But what have you got to offer? That's the question you have to ask yourself. You see, many times we think it should all be handed to us on a beautiful plate. The person of our dreams should just take us off our feet. But what have you got to offer? Are you thinking about what the other person can give you, or are you thinking about what you can give the other person? Slow motion this side. So realize many times you are single because you still don't know who you are. And that will take time. Sometimes years, sometimes decades. Oh my gosh, you're getting old. Don't worry about it, right? Not that long. Not that long. But what helped me along my journey was to go into the wilderness, the forest, meditate a lot more, get a sense of who I am so I know what I really want. Why are you single? Because your actions don't match your words. Slow motion this side. A lot of people say, I really love that person. I really love that person. When was the last time you spent a day with them? I haven't, Ralph. I've been at work all day. I'm so busy. Busy? Nobody is too busy. It is just a matter of priorities. So it goes back to you have to make love a top priority. You see, love is the holy grail. And I've got to eat, Ralph. I've got to pay bills. Exactly. So you have put your job higher on the list than love and finding your soulmate, your twin flame. right? And that's okay. You got to admit it. I did for a long time until I started to manifest. Right now, I am rich for life, waking up in infinite abundance. I've got a lot of time for love. I've put myself in that position. However, there was a point when I was hustling, I was grinding, I was just coming up. Now I've made it. So when your actions don't match your words, what are we talking about? You say one thing, but then you do another. You say, oh, I want to find the person of my dreams, but your actions don't reflect that because you're not actually making an active effort to do it. Are you going to social events? Are you putting aside time for it? Are you ready to receive it? Are you freeing up time? Or are you still making excuses saying, I'm too busy? Nobody is too busy. It is only a matter of priorities. I always used to say I'm too busy for love, for relationships. No, the problem was with me. I didn't have my priorities right. Why are you single? It's time to start making your actions match your words. Become impeccable with your words. That is one of the 4 agreements. If you say something, then do it. Commit to it. Don't be flaky with your words and actions. Make them real. Why are you single? 7-day vegan challenge. Now, beautiful deep divers, what's helped me along my journey is to realize along my early journey, why I was single for a little while was because I had a big checklist. Okay, sometimes you got to be honest. You are single because you are very, 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 very picky. Very picky. Especially when it comes to food requirements. When I was a vegan over 13 years ago, starting my food journey, I'm like, okay, it's going to be hard to find a vegan woman. And it pretty much was in the beginning, not anymore. Because a lot of people, like Einstein said, vegetarianism is the future of humanity. I now say that veganism is the future of humanity. So many people are eating a plant-based diet, feeling better about themselves, stuffing a whole load of chopped pineapples in their mouth, full of bromelain, vitamin C, and they feel fantastic. Now, food requirements. A lot of people, when they are changing their diet, they're like, hey, I don't want to kiss someone. I don't want to kiss someone who's just eating a certain type of food. Okay, especially if they are eating a plant-based diet. Little things like this, because this is what you ladies write to me about. You're like, Ralph, I'm doing the 7-day vegan challenge and I'm in a relationship with someone who doesn't care about it. They're just eating meat all the time and lots of dairy, full of mucus, okay? And when it comes to kissing them, Ralph, I don't want to do it. Okay, don't blame me. Don't blame me. Look, that's okay. What's helped me along my journey is to respect your food requirements. Accept them, respect them. Realize that you will eventually find someone who smiles at the menu when you do. Just at the same time, you look at the menu and you're like, oh, this is so beautiful. Because before it was more like you were smiling, yeah, and the other person was like, oh God, right? Food and love go together. Why are you single? Because you are not ready for commitment. You don't know what you want. And I had to admit that for a long time. Once again, when you are just coming up, when you are trying to make something out of yourself, it's going to be hard to have that commitment for someone else. You see, and we have to become brutally honest when we talk about why are we single. Many times it's because we are not ready to commit to someone because we don't know what we want. And what really helped me along my journey was to say, look, if you chase 2 rabbits, you will end up chasing and chasing and chasing. Basically, you won't catch any. So Focus on someone who really warms your heart and start cultivating a beautiful tree. You see, a relationship, especially the water relationship, is like a plant. It only grows as much as you water it and as much as the sun shines on it. Once you leave that plant, no water, no sunlight, it starts to wither away. And that's why a lot of people have very short relationships. They just disappear into the clouds. Where did that go? Well, you didn't water it. You didn't take care of it. You didn't nurture it. Why are you single? It's time to be ready for commitment. Why are you single? Many times, ladies, you write to me saying, I don't like my body, Ralph. Fellas, same thing. There is a part of me I don't like. What if I told you someone is ready to kiss your feet right now? They love all the parts of yourself you don't like. Someone would actually love to be in your presence right now. What you find quirky about yourself, weird, they would love that. Give them a chance to love it. You see, what I've realized is that I'm not perfect, but I accept my body. That's why it's easier to find someone who will as well. Why are you single? Sometimes we don't love ourselves enough. You see, we are half cups, half full, waiting for another half full person to fill us. Now you have two incomplete halves. You have to become whole first by filling your cup. Then you find someone else who is whole, and then you both complete each other. Slow motion this side. Get to love your body. You do this by staring in the mirror every single day saying, gosh, you're so fine. You blow my mind. That's a good start. That will give you the confidence to say, actually, I'm worthy to be in this other person's presence. I'm beautiful. So why not? Let's have a party. Sometimes your body insecurities will keep you away from a person. Your soulmate, your twin flame, don't let it today. Don't let it do that. Why are you single? Because you can't stop thinking about your ex. Oh, Ralph, I can't stop thinking about it. We had a great time. I'm never gonna find someone like that. You're right. You never will. But you might find someone who is even more compatible with you, who is even going to be there for you, who is even going to be more committed to you. It's time to let go, and it's time to move forward. Can I get a hello there? It will take time. Why are you single? Because you've just been in a relationship. It's been a bit rocky. It ended badly. It didn't go the way you want. And now you're like, I'm afraid, Ralph. I'm afraid to be in another relationship. I don't blame you, especially what you've been through. However, give yourself time. Allow yourself to have that recovery period. Watch my video on that. How to recover after a relationship that didn't go the way you want. It could have been abusive, whatever. Watch that video right now. It's all connected. So you have to realize that if you can't stop thinking about someone, if you can't stop thinking about them, they are going to prevent you from meeting someone else. You have to let go of the old energy to invite the new energy in. You've got to make space for new energy to enter your life. Why are you single? Sometimes it could be because we are not making enough space for new energy. And it's time right now. You got to realize whatever you had with your past lover, your ex, that's so beautiful. That was beautiful. However, you got to say to yourself, there is someone else right now. I can't stop living. I can't keep living in the past. What has been has already gone. What's to come is going to be even better. That's the mindset I had along my early journey, and that's why I ended up in the water relationship. Now, why are you single? Ladies, you write to me all the time saying, oh, he's so immature. Fellas, you do the same thing. She's so immature. Because when you are evolving and growing in consciousness, right now we are in in a massive global awakening. That's why relationships are changing all over the place, because right now, the only thing that matters is heart connection. You see, physical connections are common. Mental connections and heart connections are very rare. So why are you single? Because, ladies, you write to me telling me that you don't have time for games. You are single because it's everything or it's nothing. Everything or it's nothing. You're all in or you're, well, all out. And that's beautiful. You see, that's the beauty of being single. Because sometimes I realized I had to change my mindset that actually it's all in or it's all out. You are single because you respect yourself that much for the best. You realize you are worthy for the best and nothing less. You don't want to settle for mediocre. You don't want to settle for half-ass. And that's beautiful. You don't have time for games. You have time for a relationship that is going to help you evolve to the next level. And you got to respect that. Don't be mad at yourself. Why are you single? Because the time has not come. You see, relationships are like the seasons we have. Spring, summer. That's beautiful. Realize your time has not come to be with that person right now. You can't force anything. You can't even force someone to love you. You never have to force anything that is truly meant to be. Slow motion this side. I have had to learn patience. Why are you single? Because sometimes you are very impatient, like I was along my early journey. Always looking out for the one. When will I find them? When is it going to happen? The moment I stopped searching, it all came to me. So sometimes you got to be so focused on working on yourself in becoming your greatest version that you have faith that just doing what you love will help you find the one you love. What? Just doing what you love will help you find the one you love. That's the secret I stumbled across that moved me into the water relationship. Why are you single? Now, let's dive deep. Many times we don't realize we have adopted a behavioral pattern which keeps us cut off from potential mates, i.e. you're working all the time. You are not making love a priority once again. Your actions don't match your words. So it's time to stop being so cut off, start socializing, go to events. Oh my gosh. Infinite Waters retreat. We should do like a Infinite Waters love retreat. How about that? Can I get a hello there? Because there are so many deep divers all over the place. We're going to do that. Now, don't be so cut off. Be open to receive love. Be ready to give love. Get out of your bedroom. Start talking to people. Don't always wait for love to find you. Sometimes it's you that has to make the move. Reach out to people. That's what I'm asking you to do today. Now, deep divers, why are you single? Because sometimes you are playing hard to get. You think you're so sexy, you think you're so amazing, and that's beautiful. But sometimes when you are always playing hard to get, you're making it too hard for yourself. You see, what's helped me along my journey is to realize that be real, be authentic, and be vulnerable. Okay, you are beautiful, but so is the other person. So stop playing hard to get, stop playing games. Why are you single? Because many times when it comes to relationships, we play games unnecessarily. It's time to cut the crap, be authentic, and say, look, this is me, take me as I am. I'm not going to play hard to get. I like you. I'm actually going to say, I really like you. Like, I really, really like you. And I don't care if you like me back or not, but I'm pouring my heart out to you. You see, once people feel you pouring your heart out to them, they're going to know it's real. But stop faking it. Stop playing hard to get. Stop acting like you don't really love that person when you really do. You think about them every single day and all night long, right? Why are you single? Deep divers. That is it right there. Once again, remind yourself there is absolutely nothing wrong with being single. It all comes down to knowing what you want and asking yourself, do my actions match my words? Love isn't always going to come to you. Sometimes you got to go out and find it, knowing that ultimate love lies within yourself. And then you'll just say, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello? Hey. Deep divers of planet Earth, we are out here in the beautiful art gallery, just woo, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Deep divers, have a beautiful day. Deep divers forever. Love is a beautiful thing. Love is all you need, baby. Infinite waters, diving deep. Once again, stay well, stay healthy. Peace. You! Love is all you need. I should get my voice tuned up a bit. Love is all you need, baby.